Drinking a gallon of water was much harder than I was expecting. A little after 9 and I'm about to finish up my water. For real though, I peed a lot this week. It got better after a few days though. I wasn't peeing constantly. I actually had my water finished by 9 p.m. when I wanted to go to bed. At least I wasn't trying to chug 4 hours worth of water at 10 p.m. I mean, I'm still spilling it all over myself, but like nobody's perfect. Overall, I am glad that I did this challenge. My energy levels are much better. I'm not relying on coffee constantly to fuel me throughout the day to up my energy, and then dealing with the crash that happens soon after that. I definitely think this is something that I'm going to keep as part of my lifestyle, just like a forever thing, because it has been so beneficial. I haven't been hungry as much, and I think that's just because a lot of times when I feel like I'm hungry, it's actually thirst. It's made me feel full because obviously I've got like a gallon of water sloshing around in my belly. But no, seriously though, I feel a lot better. I have more energy. My skin's a little clearer than it was before, and just a lot of just great benefits that I want to keep having. So I'm gonna keep doing this forever. That's my goal. And speaking of that, so here we have my before pictures are going to be on the left-hand side. My afters are on the right-hand side. I'd say I did pretty good. I tried really hard to get everything as close to exactly the same as I can as far as like my positions and the clothes I'm wearing. So hopefully I did a good job. The main thing that I'm seeing is look at how much this lifted. Like it lifted so good. And also it seems kind of like there's like a little bit of an indent here. I feel like there's more definition in my front belly area, which is great. Other than that, I think that's the main thing that changed in the front. Neck looks a little bit better as well. It's not as bad. So that is the front. Here we go with a side view. You can see here that this is lifted. You see how it is lifted quite a bit. Same thing that you saw on the front. This looks like it has a little tiny bit less, you know. less of a line there. All right, so that's a side view. Here is the back. Now, I will say, I feel like I may have accidentally not had the top in the exact same position as I did last time. I feel like it's a little tiny bit lower by accident, but I will say, just even with that being said, like you can see, like this is deeper looking than this. This looks a lot more shallow. You see how this just seems more deep? Seems more shallow, and this just seems a little better to me, but obviously I think it's a little covered, so it's kind of hard to tell with that. As far as my butt goes, I still have that horrific no butt thing going on. Legs, you know, I generally have pretty lean legs anyway. I'm an apple-sized body shape, so I carry almost everything like right up in here. So that is the back. All right, so here is the front in my clothed version. I like to do a clothed outfit as well, so that like in the future, if I ever wanted to show before and afters, I don't have to show like everything, if you know what I mean. So you can see here's the lift that we saw before. It doesn't seem like it's sagging down as much. So that's cool. It just seems like, you know, it's just not sagging down as much. And I was actually able to get the pants kind of almost pulled up on my belly. In the before picture, they would just like roll right back down. So I just could not keep the pants up to save my life. So that's why it's not in the same position as it is with this one, because this one I lost, you know, just enough that I could get it to go up there without it rolling back down. So that is the difference with the side view. And then from the back, I mean, like I said, it's hard to tell the back whenever you have the clothes on. So, but yeah, I mean, it's about right. I mean, my butt looks a little bit better maybe in this one. Hard to say though. That's crazy if you see this, and my shirt ended up being like almost in the same place. That's so funny, because I was like trying really hard to make everything match, and they look very similar. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of good that everything's in, you know, in as close to the same position as I could make it. So that's kind of nice. And yeah, so I mean, pretty big differences. Especially like from the front, I feel like you can see the best because it really lifts right here. My belly, it just tends to lift up first for some reason. I don't really know why. Anyway, but that's it for the photos, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pop my weight up right here. So you can see here, I am my starting weight at the beginning of my journey was 251.8 pounds. What I weighed at the end of this week after doing the gallon of water is 248.2 pounds. So that is going to be a total weight loss of 251.8 minus 248.2. So that is a total loss of 3.6 pounds my first week. So that's pretty awesome. I'm really excited about that. If you want to get caught up on my weight loss journey and see where we've been, then check this out right here. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you, especially that you've made it this far in the video. Caress that like button because, you know, she likes to be caressed. Peace.